Good evening, boys and girls. We are just waiting for the rest of the races to arrive for race 9 of 9 of the DTR Division Group D League. Playing F1 2021 on PS5. Had a bit of a session on this last night. Seemed to do alright. Playing with the brother-in-law. So I get on. We've downloaded a load of new setups for this now. So I've got a load of new car setups which I've not used. Especially not on this track, the Mexican track, which is quite a tricky track. From what I gather in the Discord for this, there's a few drivers that have problems with this track, so it could be either nice and competitive, or it could be very messy, or probably both. Thank you for that really legit link, Matty Plays. I will click that when I'm on somebody else's computer. Or follow if you click the link. That's a link to a video of my mother. Be annoyed. Don't click links from strangers, folks. I'll save the link, and if I get drunk and adventurous, I'll click on it. Off for now. Right, we've got about a dozen of us racing tonight. I think let's have a look at the Discord and see how many people we've got in this race tonight. So there's 15 drivers confirmed, with 3 on reserves. So we've potentially got 18 on the grid. Races start at 8, or rather the qualifying starts at 8. 18-minute qualifying followed by a 25% race. I think it's going to be a 25% race, but I'm looking at the number of laps on the bottom of the screen there. It says 36 laps. That is a long ass race. Normally they've got 20 laps, but that looks really long. Maybe Mexico's a short track, I don't know. Quite technical in places. A few nice long straight. A couple of long straights, one massive, one fairly long. And then there's a couple of fast corners as well through the south end of the map track. A couple of notable omissions for the race tonight. See, Tyres Thurso's not racing. He's been in every race we've been in. Sally or Sally, Lathe 919's usually in here. Naruko's not racing tonight. Naruko, if you remember from the last stream, caused us a bit of a misfortune and took the front wing off my car last week. It was a bit of a nightmare, but I could report these things to the stewards, but I could not be chewed, so I didn't bother. Matty Plays 06, thanks very much for the follow. I'll reciprocate when I've got a spare minute. Or we'll go for the next hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Promise I will. As long as you're not wearing a bikini, sat in a pool of baby oil, standing in a beach ball, I will follow you back. Central. We're not quite ready to ready up. What time are we on? We're on 7:52 in the UK. So we'll be readying up in about 8 minutes time. Wearing a big hoodie for this really. Get a bit warm. We will just crack on. In fact, I'm just going to do a runner. I'm going to quickly change out this top, quickly grab a drink. I'll be back in just a sec. Ones. And change a strip. I don't know what's going on with these Amsterdam, but every time I open one, it's flying at the top. Literally every bottle in the crate I've opened. Crate of about 20 beers, we're down to the last two. And they're stored on the floor. Not getting kicked about or anything. Very gassy. Good. Up my gas. Let's get on the gas. 5 more minutes. We are going to be qualifying. So we've got a grid of 14 a minute and 1 spectator. Oh shit, I need to choose my car. Pain in the ass. We'd forgotten to pick my car. Races. I think we might get a grid of 18 tonight. We're up to 16. Slowly getting there. A friend of mine just messaged me telling me he's been eating octopus today. He's on his holidays in Cyprus. Shout out to Shart. He's been having some octopus. I've never had octopus before. I've had squid a few times. It was alright. rush to have it. I'm not really a massive fan of seafood, to be honest. I much prefer red meat, chicken. Seafood's alright though. Tasty enough, just I only have it probably 2 or 3 times a year, something like that. Excluding the chippy, obviously. It's nearly that time to see how fast we can crash into a wall. We're ready up yet, boys? Excuse me. Right, it is almost bang on the hour. We're about to go live for qualifying Mexican Grand Prix. As I said before, beginning of the stream, we've got new setups for the cars. I've configured the car, which will hopefully make us a little bit more competitive. But in my experience, some of these tweaks to the setup can make the car handle a little bit loose, a bit light on the corners, so we'll just have to see. And also the setup that I've got for this track is for Grand Prix, not time trial setup, so probably won't be very quick in quali, but should be alright for the Grand Prix. I should really have separate settings anyway for dry and wet. I should also really have a time trial setting as well. Sort of starting to ready up, but yeah, I haven't bothered. So we've just got dry setup for today. Dry Grand Prix setup. 36 laps is going to be a bit of a killer. Surviving 18 is hard enough, but hopefully if we can get through the first half of this race. Is this wheel not working? We might have a problem here. This wheel does not seem to be working. Working now. Just falling asleep. Any dials on this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Right. We're ready up. Just got 4 more cars to ready up. There's only 17, so it looks like someone's jumped out. There was 18 cars in this with 3 reserves. Last race of the season, Mexico. As I say, a few people in the forum, in the Discord, have been saying they find this quite hard, so this could be absolute carnage or glorious triumph. So we finally managed to finish a race on this last week. We finished, I think it was 7th, something like that. Yeah, our first finish and the points finish at that. But it doesn't matter, we're joining this season only 2 or 3 races from the end of the season. The season in this case was only 9 races long, so we were out of it when we joined, but it was just a bit of fun to get into the rhythm and the ropes. And we'll start a new season next week. I think we'll go straight into another season. It looks like race tyres were starting on mediums there. That's what that says to me. Start on mediums? It was 36 laps. I think we should be starting on softs. Right, so we go session info. Want to load our car setup to start with, to give us less excuses for shit. We are racing in Mexico. Oh, it's dry. That. Go to track part firm regulations. Oh, let's just go back up. Wait for that. Yeah, let's just get on with it. Drive out.
All personnel be aware. Car leaving.
Right, so we get on. Hopefully not completely shite, but we'll see. Wet the kisser. So we got, what's it, 18 minutes of qualifying, 17 if you can't be dicking about. Try to get a bit more comfortable. There's Beaty Nuts. He's the league or the Class D champion this season. He's going to let me go. Very nice of him. He's taking the piss, but anyway. Get a bit of heat into the tyres. Was he trying to get a lift off me? I think he's trying to get a lift off me into the first straight when we come back round, possibly. Get a little bit of a tow. I feel we're sat quite comfortably there, actually. Close to the wheel, maybe, but okay. So in qualifying in this in the leagues, it's quite tight on the cornering rules, so be very careful, especially on that part of the track, which is pretty tricky, pretty quick. Not everyone's favourite track in this. I've got a hot lap now. Let's see if we can go get some heat in the tyres, try and get round, set a time. Qualifying position of 12 at the minute, but that's because nobody's come out yet. Caution. Someone's had a nightmare. Speaking of nightmares, got to be so careful on that exit because that's slippy. We were on there a bit wide on that exit, but yeah. Not a bad time to get us off the mark. It won't be the fastest time, well, barely not, because it's the second fastest time already, but that's going to get beat, definitely. But we'll keep going. We'll throw in a few more laps. We're a bit behind on our last lap. Speeding up a bit here though. So that nice and tidy. Oh, slower, that's impressive. Oh, much quicker going through there. Feeling we might get sort of pits after this halfway around now.
Someone's just posted a faster time. You've been dropped to the 4th row, P7.
Taking too much curve there. I have to admit, I'm not finding this setup to be particularly quick yet. I validated the lap time now, which is a bit of a shame because we were flying through there. Fastest sector 2 of the race as well there. But I suppose if we're cheating, we're already fast, so. Dropping down to 10th. We can get a bit quicker. It's a horse shit corner.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Right, we're not running very fast here. Our 2 sectors there are slower than our best ones, so what we'll do, in the box, find the button.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Take me by the riverside. Need to work on my pit entry. It's slow, but I can't tell when the limiter's. Apparently, there's a sign on the. There's something on the screen that tells me when the limiter's on, but I'll be damned if I can see it. So we'll go and get some new rubbers. Another blast. We'll track that, be a bit conservative. I think we need to be a bit more aggressive when we go back out. I suppose we might as well go back to track.
Engine fired. We're set. Let's try and get round in one piece in this outlap, and then we'll give it some horses on the next one. Taking on far too much of that curb. I missed that fastest lap there. I don't know what that fastest lap was. Gotta be so careful on them curves because it's really easy to get thrown off them and into a wall. There's nice and warm. There we go. Try and put in a lap now. the best couple of corners. Got a straight while you've got rubber on this. I'm not too keen on that at all. That's right, well. We can get a slap on the wrist for that corner. Drop down to 14. We are struggling here. We need to get a wriggle on. Try and put a decent shift in now. Put to 14th on the grid. I feel like this is quite. I think, as I said, because I've got a Grand Prix config here, I feel like we're not really cut out for qualifying with this setup. To be honest, but. Nearly lost her. Close to 58 seconds. Keep taking fucking piss. And that's 58 seconds at that split. Trying to get a bit of a pull off me there, I think. Yeah, he is, yeah. Cheeky boy. He didn't get much of one though, did he? We're getting much faster, are we? That's a shout. It's a terrible car. Annoyingly, that sector was fastest. My fastest. Safe to say we can write this lap off.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
I might squeeze one more. Right, last blast, see how we get on. We don't seem anywhere near fast enough, but... Yeah, I thought I'd validated that, bollocks. That's knackered that lap. Too clever. I'm feeling this is going to be a tricky ass race. And we'll see. We might have just got the setup all kinds of wrong here. So we've got GP set up, we're not set up for time trials, so that would explain why we're a little bit slower. And the petrol lights just come on. Back to the pits.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Oh, yeah, not the best that. Tricky track. Nice to avoid completely destroying it though. Oh, close, there's not much in it. So beaty nuts and jalapeno pepper went out. Ian Dunn right at the top as always. He's the lasty winner for this season. Reasonably competitive. Got out of it at least anyway, there's only a second or so in it. Glad we could avoid flying into walls and other cars. Fairly confident of a point to finish here. Consistent around there anyway, we're consistently sticking to the line. Boys finish up, looks like Mavradas is out. But he did manage to post a time. Racing Ryan's struggling on that one. He's not. I don't think he's yet put. He didn't actually manage to post a time, so he must have invalidated his laps every time. Does not bode well, does it? I don't think it's going to be a clean race. This one. I think it's going to be absolutely carnage, to be quite honest. But we're only 1 point couple of seconds off fastest, which isn't ideal really, but we're in a hassle. I don't know if the cars are... I think they're balanced actually, so I think they should all be the same. It could be, like I said, could be down to our setup, but we've got GP set up, so we're all... We're lucky, might be alright now. I'm going to look at setting up a load of time trial qualifying setups to make us faster in qualifying, because I feel like we're geared up for GPs. Qualifying 2 seconds is a long time when a couple of those laps with a mistake. Not 2 seconds worth of a mistake anyway, I don't think. So we've got the GP now. We'll do a formation lap back onto the grid for the Mexican GP, which is 36 laps of concentration hopefully, and then after that short break while I stock up on beer, and then we'll get straight into some co-op Back for Blood. Hey, about to start the race, lads. Got the kisser. It was comfy when we crash. So we are finished, I think 15th on the grid. In the thick of it. I hate these starts. Waiting with a passion. And my starting off the grid's absolutely horseshit, so I need to work on the starts, definitely. Already one absolute one behind us.
Good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
He's gone right next to us, as he's stupid. He's giving us a bit more space than that boy. Who's that behind us racing Ryan? Does not surprise me.
No rain expected for the time being.
No rain in Mexico. Back out to warming your tyres up. I don't know why you're getting so close to me, you muppet. Bit of a miss out is racing Ryan. Body's probably going a bit slow as well, to be fair, which isn't making this much fun. Let's check the tyres. Tyre heat. So you can see they're still cold, the rear ones especially. A bit cold. Body, you need to up the speed limit, mate. There's no schools nearby, we can go a bit faster. Looks like the front tyres are getting warm, the back ones are not, so we'll look forward to seeing the back end of the car around the front of me in a minute when we set off. Largely because, for some reason, these absolute colossal fucktards are driving at walking pace. I mean, for fuck's sake. When there's no cars in front of you for miles, you know you're going too slow. The tyres aren't going to get warm doing these speeds. Get a move on. I'll try and... Tyres are blue. Absolute... How would you like your tyres? Blue and bleating. Jesus H. Christ. Formation lap has served no purpose whatsoever because morons can't do it. On the plus side, we've started on softs. I didn't even check that, but we've started on softs, so we're off to a good one. Not looking forward to this start. My starts are crap. If anyone's playing this and has got tips for starts, drop us a message because I need all the help I can get. On the plus side, Kevin Madras, whatever his name is, and Wardy are on mediums, so we should get some legs on them. For fuck's sake.
Damage, you may start to pick up a little drag.
Absolute inbred.
Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for
absolute inbred. off to a flyer because someone didn't know how to take off their clutch.
Check your MFD for a new strategy.
Yeah, well, since I left the wing back there somewhere, I think we don't have a choice, do we?
Copy that.
I don't want to do that, for fuck's sake.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
How do you change your tyres? I don't want to... Driving the wardrobe on the river. Jesus Christ.
We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
I'd love to know who that was. If anyone saw who it was that didn't move on the start, let us know. There might have been a car in front of the car that we hit.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to...
So hopefully we'll stick to
car right now.
softs.
Just be careful.
Alright, on your top, put your foot down. Yeah, apparently that doesn't work. Apparently when you've got manual starts on, putting your foot down just spins him first. There's definitely more to it than that. I think I need to shift up to second a bit quicker maybe.
Go now.
I think someone's retired already.
Okay, 2 stops left now. 2 stops.
We're still on the softs, but that's probably the right tyre choice. Given we've got so much of the race left, I think we can spend the entire race on mediums. Plus side, we might have a bit of track to play with.
You've taken damage to the side pods. Expect to feel a little drag.
A little drag. Midget cabaret. I feel the quickest, to be fair.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Green flag.
I have a feeling that that Diam X50 that we've just passed, that was the chap that went in reverse on the start. Might be wrong, I'll have to watch the replay after the race, but I have no doubt ruffled a few feathers with that start. Survived right in the car off at least. 9 seconds to catch up on Jalapeno Popper. Qualifying's out to go by, we shouldn't get anywhere near that, but a few more bits to hit. in race day, so we might get a sniff if there's a couple of other spins or whatever.
Gap to car in front is 9.3 seconds.
Not too worried about Direct's 50, he's got a 3-second penalty in on mediums. Jalapeno Pepper's going to take some catching, I think. Shite that. Didn't get much better there, did it? Nowhere near fast enough at the minute. This setup doesn't seem to be doing us many favours. We don't seem to be particularly quick even on the straights. Was a bit slow out of corners.
Yellow flag.
I think yellow flags are the only chance we've got of making any places up, I think, today. This is going to be a slow, long-ass jaunt. Looks like Jalapeno span out. He's normally a decent larker. He's gone again. Well, then he looked that at the terminal. And the damage to the car, not the driver, that is.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
I'm curious to know if anyone's watching this on the Delta League channel, if you could check for us the top speed that they're getting to on that straight. We're getting to about 191. I'd be interested to know how quick everybody else is going. I feel like we've maybe got almost too much downforce for this. Sticking quite nicely, but don't seem to be going out the corners particularly fast. One, exceeding the track limits. Ooh, a bit slippy there.
There's resulting in loose debris.
Quite a bit of wear.
Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy.
I will take that new strategy because this ain't doing much for us.
Speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
I'll slow it. Right. My bad, my bad, my bad. There we go. Is everybody happy now? Say about that puppy. All being well, we might get a cheeky little pit under a safety car here. Which would be interesting because I feel like with all these corners, if we hadn't have had that cock up right at the beginning, well, cock up, that bell end right at the beginning, I think we'd have been right in the mix here. On our own, on the track, we're not the fastest, but I think when we're in the pack, keep one eye on that delta.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Chimpanzee with the mediums.
Exit now.
Zibbity.
One more stop today.
Apparently it was my fault for going back into the back of a parked car on the start there. I'm not so sure how that works, but fairly sure you're not meant to park on the track, particularly when everyone else is setting off, but catch up to the conga line.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Be made in these safety cars. It's like, you want me to catch up or not? Why do I have to piss around going slow? Just let me catch up to the traffic. Trying to catch the safety car queue, but you keep telling me to slow down. Am I allowed to go fast now? On mediums we're only doing 190-ish just.
Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Green flag.
Off.
The gap to the car ahead is 22
That
22.08
is.
seconds.
Just 22 seconds to try and catch up then, Jesus Christ.
Caution, caution.
Lapino again.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
This crock of shit again, fuck's sake.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Okay, clear. Stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Getting caught up by Ian Dunn's at 14. That's interesting because he is mustard on this. Must have had some issues. I think we'll probably end up having to let him pass, to be honest. But I'm not setting the track I like. He's 2.7 seconds off us, so that's he's not going to get any catching the DRS off us.
In around 10 to 15 minutes.
Excellent rain. That is fucking horse shit. For what? Going over the lines once. That is utterly fucking ridiculous. This game can eat a massive floppy dog's cock tonight. I don't feel like we're driving particularly bad laps, but these fucking lap times are horrendous. I might as well have got out and pushed it. That 3-second penalty is miff will really wind me up. That's absolutely bollocks. You might go for it in a minute.
goes, the one and only Ian Dunn. Last the season champion.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
The line was all kinds of fucking shite. That was a fair warning, I'll give you that. How the fuck are they taking those corners so quick? Another one. Fuck off!
Our gap to the car in front is 2.9 seconds.
What's the fucking 6? I think after this race we will be looking for another setup for Mexico because this is being pants. Absolutely terrible setup this. Really heavy, slow out of corners. I think it's definitely been done with all the emphasis on downforce for the corners, I think. Unfortunately, just try and error with these things because I've not got a Scooby what half the settings do, so I'll literally get my settings or config offline. Online rather. Not gonna lie, I don't know if I've got another 18 laps of this in me. I am bored to death. So slow, not competitive. It's horse shite. We've got there, Michael Dongello, maybe you need more up dog. Maybe I do, dog. Right, so we're running around this in a fucking milk float. And clearly the corner cutting's been quite harsh on this track anyway, because everyone looks like everyone's got a penalty. Bayard corner. And you can tell there's not much go on this setup because on some of those corners where we're going quite slow, I'm putting my foot to the floor, coming out the corners, and in any other setup we'd have been spinning and all sorts by now. But I'm not losing any, besides the law now that I end up putting it into a wall, but I'm not losing any traction at all coming out of those corners. Another warning me. Who's that in front of us? Evan must be struggling with something. Must have a broken wing or something because he's dropping. His old Evan. And we are not going particularly fast. And he's on the softs as well, which depends when you put him on, I suppose, but he'll have more grip. But we're gaining on him. We've gained a second on him now just on those corners, so it must be a downforce thing. Let's see if we can get a bit of a piggyback.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
You've got a bit of lag there. You juddered quite a bit. Off.
Okay, gap ahead is 7.7 seconds. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Confirmed.
Finally catch a car, start to make some ground on one, and then a yellow flag. And we have to slow right down again. As it happens, I think we're going to come in and pit now. I'd imagine the speed that he's going at, he's got something wrong with his car, so he'll probably do the same. Jump onto a new pair of mediums. I think we have mediums set. We've got left 16 laps of pure joy.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit.
Ooh, cheeky boy.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
On the hards. There we are.
Slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Come on, man, giving you the position back. Would be another. Looks like Beatty Nuts has dropped out. The Class D winner is out. I don't know what's going on there. He had the fastest lap of the race as well. Which does not surprise me because he's very, very good at this. Why give me a warning for that?
Until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
Will you gumdrops? That sounds like a absolute barrel of laughs, doesn't it? 5 minutes until Bambi on ice. Looks like we're just about catching up to the safety car. I expect to be just in time for the rain and a load of people pitting.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
There's a bit of something going on up top. Another fucking penalty, for fuck's sake. Wouldn't mind if we actually gained a place or something for these penalties, but we're gaining nothing. So we've got 2 seconds on 13th, but when you've got a fucking 9-second penalty, it doesn't make a shit of difference. Oh, Felix is out.
Green flag.
A bit slippy through there. I don't know if that's the tyre wear or if that's the moisture. Wide on that. Too slow there. Look how fast he is at that bloody corner.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
DRS enabled for all of about 5 minutes before rain starts, and then we get taken off us. It's Pirates catching up.
Yellow flag.
Another one. The absolute weapon that is. Racing Ryan. What are you doing? Disable that. Give him a little nudgykins. And get a bit of a
Still happy
slip.
that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Here comes the rain. Thought we were going to have DRS there. I don't think he's. No, I don't know why we didn't get DRS there. Maybe it's because it started spitting. Oh, fuck off. And those, yeah, the mediums are giving the mediums and softs, and we're stuck on the hards.
Car in front is
Not doing us any favours, these hard tyres, because what we could really do with is a lot of rain. That's our best chance of getting on the points, is a load of rain, everyone comes in, switches to wets. And we've just got to look after our car. I don't think we're going to get any heavy rain. This setup is painful. 9 more laps of country driving. I mean, to be honest, with Felix Pirate in front on a bit of a battle, there's every chance there's going to be some bump. He's a dirty fucker. He's done Lordy. We're definitely losing grip here.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
Right, well, give us a clue what you want us to do then, because we're just bombing around on our tyres that are worn here. Greasy then. That Lordy's going in, it's just.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
We'll stay out.
The car behind is gaining on you by 5/10 a lap.
So the missile that is racing Ryan. We have not got much of anything to give it at the minute.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet.
You know best, Jeff. My famous last words there, Jeff. Not ready for intermediates. Nearly ended up in crowd. Rick Elliott in front of us. Rick is the chap that referred us into this league. He's not pitting and he's on soft, so he's going to be a bit quicker, I think. Racing Ryan's catching us. We're getting slower, I think, here. It feels like it, especially with corners. Ah! Don't do corners like that. The fucking nightmare. Still think we don't need Inters, Jeff. I think you're lying.
resulting in loose debris.
Shock horror.
Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are no plans for a safety car right now. The gap to the car ahead is 5.5 seconds.
Six laps left. That call to stay on these hard tyres was bullshit, Jeff. Ah, Jeff, you're a wanker. I'm gonna fart at your funeral. Well, we've got some grips somewhere. I just need to find somebody else's rubber and tyres and car. Should have got it on the inters. I'm fairly sure that's what we should have done. Jesus fucking Christ. We're looking like, yeah, tyre wear, shot. How is that even penalty worthy? Ah, fuck me. Absolutely dismal session.
May still be quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The inters are ready when you need them.
Right, well, I've just gone past the fucking pit lane, so why didn't you tell me that 3 corners ago? You dickhead, Jeff. Riding on rims here, look at this. Ah, fuck off.
Are you okay?
Ah! It's annoying.
Nasty hit.
You're a prick, Jeff. An absolute mutton gobbler, for Christ's sake. Should have pitted ages ago. Can't rely on Jeff. Oh yeah, I'm spilling a bit. Life gets better. Right, back in 2 secs. Sparage. So in summary, that was 130 minutes. I'll never get back. Annoying at the start, and then we just went competitive after that. Absolutely nowhere near. Shocking session. Yeah, Sudsy's Bob, if that's how I pronounce it. Yeah, we absolutely crashed out. So, Jeff was conspiring against us. He didn't want us to finish the race. We were on for a points finish at one point. It started raining. He told us it was going to rain and then proceeded to it about 2 laps too late to tell us to pull in for intermediates because he's a dickhead. I wanted to come in for Inters about 3 laps ago, but we do what the man says. He told us to stay out. Stay down. I hate him. And then, because we stayed out and it started persisting down, we had no grip. We span a couple of times, and the second time I think it was, we was introduced to a concrete wall. So yeah, we're out. Don't feel too bad that Beaty Nuts went out before us. I don't know the circumstances of him going out, but like I say, he's a bit of a ledge on this, his old Beaty Nuts. Ian Dunn's struggling as well, but we're ahead of Ian at one point, and he's a top racer. Pardon me, a top racer. Yeah, it's easily done, Sudsy Bob. It's easily done. Suds is Bob. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's easily done. It's a really tough game, and I find as well that the physics are different online compared to career. I don't know why that is. I've always found it with these games. The physics are a little bit lighter. You're a little bit more prone to spinning and losing grip and stuff when you race online. Yeah, that's my experience of the last 4 or 5 of these games, is that online the physics are a lot different. That's not to make excuses, everybody else is racing with the same physics, but yeah, the physics are a little bit different. It's a bit lighter. I mean, to be fair, if anything, then the setup that we had for that, well, for starters, I think there's a number of reasons we were quite slow there. Obviously, we had the racing incident off the line where there was a parked car in front of us. And then we were geared up with a new dry setup, which should have been GP fast. It should have been quite quick in a GP. I feel like we had plenty of downforce. We didn't lose any grip on any corners, but we just had no speed coming out of corners, and that was evident a lot coming off the last corner when the car in front, that we'd done quite well to catch, would just leave us for dust on that straight. We rarely kept up with any cars on that straight at all. So I think I need to review the setup. And secondly, the setup I used was for dry conditions as well. That was the setup that I started the race out with, was for dry conditions. I don't know if there's a way of changing that mid-race. I'm sure there probably is. Maybe you can do something with the use the radio feature or whatever and change your setup, choose another custom setup. I don't know. Maybe not actually. Once you've pissed around with the wings and done all that stuff with downforce, maybe there's no room to change that in a pit, in a stop. I don't know. But we were equipped for dry weather. Bad start, equipped for dry weather, and then when the bad weather came, Jeff wanted to see a crash, and he didn't want us to go in and change our tyres. So what more can you do? Jeff's off the Christmas card list. I fought at his funeral. He's dead to me, he's Jeff. But a bit disappointing, because I think that's a challenging, really challenging track. A lot of people struggle with that. We managed to stay in the race. And then we're about to finish a race, a 36 lap race, which by the way would have been my longest race as well. I've not done a 36 lap race before. That's double what I normally do. So it was a real long race. We had a few tests with the car incident. We had changes of tyres. I think we had 4 different tyres. No, we should have had 4, but we didn't, did with Jeff. We had 3. We had softs, mediums and hards. Balance of the car wasn't quite right. I'd have really liked to have finished that. I'm a bit pissed off the amount of penalties we got as well. I mean, 4 penalties for what to me was clipping the curbs. I mean, I was following the same lines in qualifying and didn't get penalised at all. And the first penalty for 3 seconds was outrageous. We'd not had any warnings at all, and we hardly touched the outside curb. And it was the outside curb as well. We went the inside. We didn't cut the corner. We gained nothing from it. But we clipped that outside, and that gave us a 3-second penalty. And then I think after that, I think they were just giving penalties out like Christmas cards. We were just, yeah, a bit annoyed that we haven't been able to stay out on the inters and get involved in that, because that looks like it'd been a good crack. There's still 12 cars out. Yeah, it'd been good fun. I'd like to have stayed out in that. I should have just come in when I thought I should have come in, but I wanted it to come in on the inters, but I chose to listen to Jeff. Sudsy's Bob, you're saying you're P4 in your championship with 3 races to go. Do you race DTR? Do you race the Delta League? This is the first time I've ever done a league. Setup seems alright with these boys. There's some pretty good races. There's a few lunatics. Yeah. And I'm just looking there, that Felix the Pirate has done really well to get third. At one point, he was following us. You know, Racing Ryan's now up to 6th. This is the thing, I'm really annoyed that we didn't get to start in these conditions. Because I think in these conditions, it'd have been a tighter pack. Everyone's going a little bit slower. I think the setup for the car might have helped us a little bit. And I think we could have been in amongst it. I've no doubt at all that we'd have been past Wardy and Evans. Probably past Mr. Long. Racing Ryan's not up to much. He's doing well to be in 6th actually, because he's a bit of a missile. He tends to just fly into corners. But yeah, a bit annoying with the outcome. Who's that dropping there? Felix the Pirate. He's going back where he should be. I don't know how we got into 3rd in first place, to be honest. So if you win the next 2, you win the title. Oh, nice. That's interesting. That's cool. So, Bob, what league do you race on? Where do you race? Is it streamed? Commentators or anything on it? There we go again. Right, we're coming up to 20 past 9. Ignore that Streamlabs bots bollocks about looking at YouTube. The YouTube's horse shit. There's nothing on it. Sent. What, DPPR is the league name, and 100% as in you're doing full 100% races? What, at 50, 60 laps? I don't know, if you're doing 100% races, I don't know you keep your concentration for that long. That was hard work for 36, I feel knackered. Oh, Wardy's got a 20-second time penalty for an unserved drive-through penalty. Oh, looks like Felix just needs to push his car over the line. Right, gang, that was an emotional roller coaster. We've been at that for a good hour and 36. Racing Ryan, the man, the missile, got the driver of the day. Fair play. There'll be some carnage and some chat about that race in the Discord. I've no doubt about that. That was huge. A lot of mess. I'm going to jump off and get some food. I've not had anything to eat yet. It's getting on for 20 past 9, so I'm going to grab some grub. Checking Suits Bob. We're doing Belgium on Saturday. Qualified P5 isn't ideal, but it is what it is. P5's not bad. Spa's a good track. Out can happen on Spa as long as you keep on the track for the first few laps. Depending on the standard of racing you're doing, like in this, there'd be about half a dozen of us off in the first race, first lap. If it's a decent standard, yeah, fifth's probably not ideal, is it, on that fast track? But right, thanks for your support, guys. Give us a follow if you haven't already. Keep tuned for more streaming. I'm going to go get some food. I've not eaten anything. And then I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes' time and we will do some B4B, some Back for Blood. Got a bit of Back for Blood going on the go with some guys on Xbox and PC, I think. The Master Race. So, yeah, we'll hook up with those guys, shoot some zombies, stomp some stuff in about 10 minutes' time. So, bookmark us, whatever you like, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes.